All right, what's going on YouTube? So as you guys can tell from the inside of the truck and most likely just the thumbnail, we finally got ourselves a bull nose Ford, but not any bull nose Ford. We got ourselves a IDI manual four-wheel drive F-250. And if you guys may know, we have been looking for one of these for a long time now. We've had mini bump sides, several other different kind of trucks, but this is something I've really been wanting for the last like 2 years. So wanted to start off the video inside here. I'll kind of give you guys a breakdown of the interior, and eventually at the end of the video I'm going to tell you guys what I paid for it, and you guys can let me know if I got a good deal on it. But let me go ahead and start walking around the truck and show you guys what we got. So here she is, guys, in all her glory. This is a 1986 F-250 with a 6.9 IDI and a 4-speed T19. Now this truck is pretty special to me because I've really been wanting an extended cab and a 4-speed with 4-wheel drive. So it's pretty much the exact spec I've been looking for, and I love this paint color. This is probably one of my favorites. I will say it does have a little bit more body damage than I would like, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. But overall, this truck is phenomenal, and I will go over the price breakdown here at the end of the video so you guys can let me know how I did. But starting from the front, we have really nice trim all the way around. Are missing a couple of spots the back there, but nothing crazy. Bumper is in fantastic shape along with the grill. Do have some baked clear coat, but we might end up kind of scraping this off and just redoing the clear right there. Roof obviously got a little bit baked and got some surface rust going on there, but no holes or anything. So we do want to seal that and take care of it before we have any major issues. But going down this side, no crazy body damage, no rust or anything. We do have a couple of small, very small, like quarter size rust places that we do need to take care of before it gets worse, but nothing crazy. Moving on to the rear, tailgate is a little bit finicky. I believe the handle is messed up, but it wants to latch on that side, but not over here. But fortunately, we can still open it. We had a lot of issues with some other trucks not being able to open the tailgate. Bumper's in great shape. Coming down this side, you guys already can probably tell the worst of the truck. This is pretty ugly, but I will say about 5 minutes ago, I just put a basketball between the door panel and the door, and I pushed out way more than I ever thought I would have. This dent right here was essentially the same as the door, so we definitely need to get this out. I think I can. I'm gonna see if there's access behind that panel, behind that extended cab portion, but we'll see. But unfortunately, we do have some pretty gnarly body damage. But the cool thing about this truck is previous owner got us some new tires right before we got it, so we got some 315s on it, and yeah, seems like a really solid truck. We'll move to the interior now, and this is where it's nice. I did clean it up a little bit since purchasing. The worst part about it is not having a radio, and we do have a little bit of a cracked dash, but nothing crazy for a bullnose. Seats are in incredible shape, no tears. The dye has worn off, unfortunately, but everything is intact. Clusters, I wish we had the tack, but we don't. It is an XLT truck, fully loaded with AC. Even had a CB radio, so I want to get that thing working again. The headliner is immaculate. Was really stoked about that, but I'm super glad we finally got one that already has a good interior. Don't have to worry about that. We can kind of just go with a rugged look on the outside with a really clean cab. So the bad part of the truck, you guys may have already seen this. We purchased a truck 2 days ago. On the drive back, as soon as we pulled in the driveway, radiator started leaking. So we have another one of those on order, but for now, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of leave it parked. We're gonna get to work on it big time next week, and that's when the videos will roll out. But just wanted to give you guys a walk around of the truck, show you guys all the details. because this is going to be one I really want to document. I'll show you guys under the hood as well. So highly original, not a lot of stuff screwed with in the engine bay. Got fresh batteries. Previous owner luckily already did a new brake booster and master, so that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick little startup and then close this video out, and I hope you guys are ready for this series. All right, guys, well, I almost closed out the video without doing the most important part, and that is the price breakdown. And I will say I may have overpaid for this truck, and I want you guys to let me know down in the comments on what you guys think. If you guys are big 6'9" IDI guys, leave it down in the comments and let me know. And any tips that you guys have for maintaining or just owning one of these trucks in general. So I paid, well, let's just say first, I saw the truck listed at $6,500, and I wasn't able to get down to it until the end of the week. And I know most people on Marketplace just are not about holding it for people, but luckily I convinced this guy, like, hey, I'm a serious buyer, and I will get it if it checks out, and it sounds like it's a good truck. So I actually am able to get this truck to be held for me. So when I get down to my house, the end of the week, I go and look at the truck. And I was really happy with it, but I was really trying to get a little bit better of a deal. And I asked if he was negotiable, and he was like, man, I'm not at all. I've gotten offered $7,000, and he had it up for $6,500. So he told me I will not budge at all. And so I played my negotiation tactics a little bit, and I ended up getting it for $6,000 even. And yeah, $500, you know, not great, but I do wish I got it a little bit cheaper. However, I can't complain too much. It is literally the exact spec truck that I wanted, and it appears to have low miles. Yeah, I know you don't know with the 5-digit, but it shows 93,000. So I would assume this one has 293 based off the clutch pedal and the brake pedal wear and just the overall condition of the truck besides the massive dent. So let me know what you guys think about the price I paid. I got it for $6,000. We're already like $250 in repairs for the radiator, but let me know what you guys think about that. And if you guys want to see a lot of content on this truck, please be sure to comment, like, whatever, and we'll be making that happen. But I appreciate y'all watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.